Lisa Montgomery, a young woman with dreams stretching far beyond the confines of her cramped Seattle apartment, sought a fresh start in 2009. She posted an ad on Craigslist, a then burgeoning online platform, advertising her cozy studio for rent. Little did she know a seemingly simple act would spiral into a terrifying nightmare that would test her strength and redefine her sense of security. The first response appeared ordinary. An email arrived signed by Katie, expressing interest in the apartment and peppering Lisa with questions about rent, utilities, and move-in details. Over the next few days, a cordial back and forth ensued, culminating in a scheduled viewing. Relief washed over Lisa. The apartment hunt, often fraught with frustration, seemed to be progressing smoothly. However, the normalcy dissolved as quickly as it arrived. The day after the supposed viewing, a wave of unease crashed over Lisa as she checked her inbox. There, nestled amongst work emails and social media notifications, was another email from Katie. This time, the tone had shifted. Gone were the inquiries about square footage and sunlight. Instead, the message contained unsettling details about Lisa's daily routine, her usual commute route, the name of her favorite bakery, and even a casual mention of her boss's name. A cold dread coiled in Lisa's stomach. These weren't details gleaned from a casual viewing or a cursory glance at the ad. This was intimate knowledge, acquired through a method she couldn't fathom. Panic gnawed at her as she reread the email, searching for clues, for anything that might explain how Katie, a complete stranger, knew these personal details. Sleep became a luxury Lisa couldn't afford. Every creak of the floorboard, every rustle outside her window sent her heart hammering against her ribs. She confided in her closest friends, her voice laced with a tremor that betrayed her growing fear. Their initial skepticism soon morphed into concern as Lisa relayed the increasingly bizarre emails. Katie's messages morphed from unsettling observations into veiled threats, mentioning the ease of obtaining someone's address online and the darkness that could shroud a seemingly ordinary life. Driven by a primal urge to protect herself, Lisa reported the harassment to the Seattle Police Department. However, to her utter dismay, the response was less than reassuring. The police, constrained by the limitations of cyberstalking laws at the time, explained that without a direct threat or physical harm, their options were limited. They advised Lisa to cease communication and document everything. Feeling utterly helpless, Lisa transformed her apartment into a makeshift fortress. New locks were installed, the flimsy peephole replaced with a reinforced one, and the pepper spray canister she used to carry for late-night walks became a constant companion. The once inviting space became a constant reminder of the unseen danger lurking in the shadows. The harassment escalated. Packages started appearing on her doorstep, each one more disturbing than the last. A dead crow, its black eyes staring vacantly, was the first. Then came a blood-stained doll, its vacant smile a grotesque parody of childhood innocence. Finally, a book titled How to Disappear Completely and Never Be Found arrived, its chilling message a twisted dare. With each package, Lisa's sense of security eroded further. The fear that had gnawed at the edges of her mind now consumed her entire being. She started questioning everything: the safety of her commute, the security of her workplace, even the comfort of her own home. A glimmer of hope emerged when a new detective, fresh out of the academy and brimming with zeal, was assigned to Lisa's case. He saw the terror in her eyes, the way her smile faltered and her voice hitched when she spoke about the emails. He delved deeper, poring over the email logs, searching for any digital breadcrumbs the stalker might have left behind. The tireless investigation yielded a breakthrough. The seemingly untraceable emails were linked to an internet cafe frequented by a transient named David Pedersen. Pedersen, a man with a documented history of mental illness and stalking charges, became the prime suspect. The police swooped in, arresting Pedersen at the internet cafe. A search of his belongings unearthed a treasure trove of disturbing evidence: printed copies of Lisa's emails, crude maps of her neighborhood, and newspaper clippings detailing her workplace. The digital trail led back to Pedersen's computer, where incriminating files confirmed his identity as Lisa's tormentor. Pedersen pleaded guilty to stalking charges and was sentenced to prison. Lisa, forever marked by the ordeal, stepped forward to share her story. She became an advocate for stricter stalking laws and a beacon of hope for other victims.